Vicky.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. I blew it myself, y'all. It's real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're hanging out here inside Visit Knoxville, and if you can hear me, come on, enjoy some live music. It's nice and cool in here, air conditioned. We got 2 acts for you here today on the show. Roy Saunders is here, and he'll be up the second half of the show today. But to get things started, he's come over from in the Nashville area to be with us here today. Give a great big welcome to Mark Buerschaper to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you very much. Have you ever felt like tallying up the sum? Give up the game, the fortune, remembering days in the sun. Was life's mission stood fast to the achievements provide fun? The torch burns bright, but it doesn't last in the days of the sun. Days in the sun. Days in the sun. Days in the sun. Days in the sun. Did life's opportunities fail? Did the achievements provide any fun? My bones ache and my health, it becomes frail as I remember my best moments in the sun. Once it was important to be the very best, never minding all the time, all of the stress, scrambling to intimidate all of the rest, while being so obsessed with being so depressed. Days in the sun. 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 Thank you very much. That's Days in the Sun. So this next song I wrote, it's a little bit, I don't know, about the inability of sometimes of people to get along with nature. And for example, I saw this elderly lady across the street from me, and she'd rake her leaves, which everybody does, but every time after that one leaf would fall, she'd run out there with a broom or whatever she had, she'd sweep it up. And also other people were scared of the bears or go on social media complaining about the bears in the woods. Well, if you move next to the woods, you're probably going to run into some bears. But anyhow, I got a song out of it, so I'm not complaining. So this song's called At War with Nature. An old woman's raking leaves that had fallen on her yard. It seemed to be a personal pet peeve every single moment. Yeah, she was on guard. She was at war with nature. She was at war with nature. Bear came out at night with a great snacking idea. Everybody went and lost it on social media. They were at war with nature. They were at war with nature. So we build and drill the land as we watch the degrees rise to new degrees. With the desire and need for manufactured goods will the ozone layer be depleted eventually. Yeah. Couple of aliens came to our planet a quarter of a century later. One told the other ones, well, those humans, they won their war against nature. They won their war against nature. They won their war against nature. Thank you very much. That's At War with Nature.
This is Mark Buerschaper with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Now, what kind of name is Buerschaper?
It's German. It
German.
Translates to farmer shepherd. Boer is farm in German, and Schapper is shepherd.
Okay.
And I had a lot of fun with that name. My mom said I could have changed it to farmer or shepherd. And I said, Mom, I had too much fun with the name. And she said, why? I said, well, when the teacher in school said attendance, she'd say Bill Jones, and people got to be here, Bob Smith here, and she'd get to mine, and she'd be Mark, she'd be Stahl. I let her hang for a while, and I said, okay, it's Buerschaper.
So, how long have you been, how old were you when you started playing guitar?
I started in a high school band like a lot of people when I was 16, and then, kind of went in my 20s, and everybody went their separate ways, cars, girls, whatever, other things that I won't mention. And, so anyhow, I kind of did, some regular jobs and that. And then, make a long story short, back when I started working as a maintenance man, my dad got me to enroll in an air conditioning class, and basically I fell asleep with my face in the book. And I said, if I'm going to take a class, I'm going to take a class that's fun. So I took singing lessons and guitar lessons at Old Town School of Folk Music back in Chicago. So that's really how I got into songwriting.
So that's where all this took place, was in Chicago.
Some of it, and then we moved in 2010, and then I did a lot of shows in Nashville, busking, and then playing some of the local places in Nashville.
Okay.
So,
do you ever, it's a thing they do in Nashville, do you co-write with people?
Not really. I mean, I've considered it. I haven't been approached. I haven't really looked for anybody to co-write with. I'm open to it, but really, I really don't write that much. To write a lot of the co-writing is designed for real commercial endeavors, and I really write for my own enjoyment. I hope people like my songs. I try to pick topics that you don't always hear on the radio. I'm not criticizing, but there's probably 20,000 love songs and 20,000 drinking songs. So I just try to get a different viewpoint on things and write something that I think is a little unique.
And I know that your music's available out there on Bandcamp for people to listen to.
I prefer it on Bandcamp because I get a higher percentage of the pay.
I am the poster child for Bandcamp.
I've tried
encourage
Spotify
all of
and
our
Apple, yeah.
I try to encourage all of our audience to put their music on platforms where people can own it, not just stream it. Mm-hmm. So, and then when you purchase that music, they're very fair with their deliverance of money to their musicians. So, yeah, you can search out his music there. You can find more information at markbuerschaper.com. Now, saying it's a lot easier than spelling it. It's kind of like you're just saying Booer and Shopper.
Exactly.
But
it doesn't look that way.
It doesn't spell that way. Okay, I'll give it a whirl. Buerschaper.
That's correct.
Now, no one's going to remember that right off the top of their head. So an easy thing to do is just go to WDVX.com, find our calendar, click on his name right there, and it'll take you right over to the website. Shake and howdy with him afterwards and thank him for making some music for us here today on the show. This is Mark Buerschaper on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. This song's called Spires. Those with night in his beats dominated the landscape. The cover clowns tried to compete. From both there was no escape. Spires of concrete and glass concealed much of the sky. I traded for the forests in the fields of grass. It was all the same in my eyes. Freedom to have free exposure was a lesson soon to be learned. I should have passed out cryptic decoders. The situation was always reaffirmed. It has been a well-traveled highway that riders have traveled along. Experiences over currency when it comes to hobby of writing song. Spires of concrete and glass concealed much of the sky. I traded for the forests and the fields of grass. It was all the same in my eyes. Freedom to have free exposure was a lesson soon to be learned. I should have passed out cryptic decoders. The situation was always reaffirmed. Thank you very much. Gonna tune down one note here. Quick note about this song. I wrote this for my wife when we were dating. Make a long story short, I whisked her away after dating for 2 weeks to a resort up in Michigan for a weekend of snowmobiling. And about 60 miles from the hotel, I was driving her car. I hit a deer at about 70 miles an hour. The poor deer hobbled off into the trench next to the car, and then I got out and it left. I hoped it was okay, but I don't know. But anyhow, the next day, she said, "How's the car?" And I said, "Well, the car doesn't look too good." The hood was bent up like this, or in a peak. And there were 3 little deer hairs in the crease that made her so sad. So we called the sheriff on the island, and he came out to make an accident report so we could file it with an insurance company. He had a stack of paper like this. And I said, "Were these all deers that got hit last night?" And the sheriff said, "No, those were all the kids that wrapped their snowmobiles around trees." I'm like, oh my God. But anyhow, make a long story short, I wrote this song for my wife, and she still stayed with me even after smacking into the deer and ruining her car. So I guess that's good. So this song anyhow, and I have the CD if you'd like it. It's over there for sale. See me after the show. This song's called Mysterious Eyes. In the morning when I rise, there's a heart-shaped picture on my bed, and it seems to move. To my surprise, is it me or is it my mysterious eyes? At work I often envision a lady in a stairwell, my favorite apparition. She moves into my arms and then moves away. My mysterious eyes play tricks on me those days. My mysterious eyes play tricks those days. My mysterious eyes play tricks those days. Those days, mirages are seen for miles and miles, and you might think you're fooled all the while. My mysterious eyes, they got a sense of style and a sense of humor to make me smile. So I'll give my heart to the woman that I see. Let love grow just like an old oak tree. What I see is real. I realize she's the one, she's the girl, the one with mysterious eyes. My girl's got mysterious eyes. My girl's got mysterious eyes. My girl's got mysterious eyes. And my girl's got mysterious eyes. Thank you very much. Gonna tune back up here. So anyhow, I've been songwriting for a while, as I just mentioned, and You know, there's a proliferation of a type of performer, and I've got nothing against them. It's really a shame that there's not more original performers like the fellow we have here tonight and other people have played here. There's a lot of people that do cover songs, and I've got nothing against it. I did them in high school. But I think after a while, as you become older, you should kind of have experiences in the world. You don't have to, but I would think you'd want to write about them. So this was wrote just as a kind of a joke, but it's off the new album, and you can see the video on my page, and this is called Cover Song Clowns. Love our favorite memories while wishing we were back in those days. It seemed like there were no worries while we let those soundtracks play. The artists that enabled those epic sounds are disabled or no longer here. That's okay, we got the cover song clowns. Even buy dinner and have a beer. The clowns, they have a plan. It's really quite ingenious. They'll keep playing the same old jams, spreading them like various diseases. Cover song clowns play the hits of your grinny, like houseflies they are found in towns and cities. You can call on them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pennies. Cover song clown. I really thought about going picking that easy low-hanging fruit, regurgitating all those favorite songs from my musical roots. Maybe I'll be a heavy metal maniac or attempt to be a Brit, or put on a stylish cowboy hat and say that I stepped in horse bits. The clowns, they have a plan. It's really quite ingenious. They'll keep playing the same old jams, spreading them like various diseases. Cover song clowns play the hits of your grinny, like houseflies they have found in towns and cities. You can call on them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pennies. Cover song clown. So we'll go and listen to those songs again and again. So we'll go and listen to those songs, knowing it never ends. The clowns, they have a plan. It's really quite ingenious. They'll keep playing the same old jams, spreading them like various diseases. Cover song clowns play the hits of your grinny, like houseflies they are found in towns and cities. You can call on them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pennies. Cover song clown. Cover song clowns play the hits of your grinny, like houseflies they are found in towns and cities. You can call on them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pennies. Cover song clown. Thank you very much. It's Cover Song Clowns. You can get that one on Bandcamp. That one's up there. So thank you very much for listening, and look forward to seeing you somewhere in the future. Thank you.
That's Mark Buerschaper on the Blue Plate Special. Again, more information can be found there at markbuerschaper.com. And he's got merch available over there after the show. You can feel free to shake and howdy with him afterwards and just thank him for driving over this morning and making some music for us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves and from Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. It's on Jackson Avenue in Knoxville's Old City, and it is home of the Big Plate on Fridays. This Friday, Thor and the Rains will be here with us. You can find more information about them by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Coming up tomorrow on the Blue Plate Special, we have great aunt. I guess I should say great aunt, because they're from Australia. And they don't say it like we do here in the South. I don't know. Maybe they do in South Australia. Who knows? So we'll find out tomorrow. But Great Aunt will be here with us tomorrow. You can find out more about them by visiting our website at WDVX.com. So let's talk a little bit about kids stuff live. That will happen, well, actually, I should start with Tennessee Shines because that happens on August 6th. It is a free show this go around on Tennessee Shines. Kelsey Walden will be with us. She's got a brand new album out. We're playing here on WDVX. Our good friends Handsome and the Humbles will be joining us as well. They have a I'm not sure the album's actually out. They have some new singles out leading up to the release of the album. And just announced Red and the Paper Flowers will be joining us for this Tennessee Shines. They just finished their big old CD release or album release last night at Barley's for Appalachian Bell Jar, and they'll be joining us on August 6th as well. And then it will be, then I mentioned Kids Stuff, which is August 9th with Sarah Perkle right here on the Blue Plate. More information at WDVX.com. So I think Roy came to us from like the Florida kind of Georgia area. But nowadays, I think he's hanging out up there in Sevierville. Is that right, Roy? All right. You'll give a great big welcome to Roy Saunders to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. He was heading out of Atlanta to a place he did not know. Just a dream determination, looking for a place to call home. He walked 300 miles with Savannah on his mind. Now where do you go when you chase your dreams? Out in the ocean or past the sea? And where do you go when you chase your dreams and drop in the ocean or just like me? Found the city they called Hostess, with his driving his guitar, playing for tips at the local bars, the Bayou Warehouse, River Street. He walked 300 miles with Savannah on his mind. Where do you go when you chase your dreams? Out in the ocean or past the sea? Now where do you go when you chase your dreams and drop in the ocean or just like me? Seemed like a dream oh so far away has now become reality. It's almost like it was yesterday that I was heading out of Atlanta to a place I did not know. I walked 300 miles with Savannah on my mind. Now where do you go when you chase your dreams? Light in the ocean or past the sea? And where do you go when you chase your dreams? Drop in the ocean, just like me. Drop in the ocean, just like me. Thank you, y'all. That was one of my songs called Sweet Savannah. This next one here, I actually just went in the studio and cut. We're working on a 8-song album that's gonna be just acoustic, stripped down, kind of raw stuff. But I put one cover on it, and I'm a huge Waylon Jennings fan. And we decided to do this song. She was a flower for the taking, beauty cut just like a knife, and he was a banker for making. Swore he'd love her all his life. He bought her a mansion on a mountain with a floral garden and a lot of land. Paradise became a prison. That Georgia banker was a jealous man. And every time he'd talk about her, you could see that fire in his eyes. He said, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. He hired a man to tend that garden and keep an eye on her while he was gone. Some say they ran away together. Some say they're gonna left alone. But now that banker, he's an old man. The mansion's crumbling down. He sits all day and stares at that garden. Not a trace of her ever was found. And every time he'd talk about her, you could see that fire in his eyes. As he said, I would walk through hell on Sunday to keep my rose in paradise. There's a rose out in that garden. Its beauty cut just like a knife. Some say it even grows in the wintertime. It blooms in the dead of the night. Thank you, y'all.
This is Roy Saunders with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So, was that right in that introduction?
Yeah.
Southern Georgia, Northern Florida, via Sevierville.
Yep. I was born in Georgia. Wound up moving to Florida when I was a kid, and then moved back to Georgia. And I was playing a lot between the Atlanta area and Knoxville. And Atlanta just keeps growing so much and getting bigger and bigger. I kept trying to move out to the country, and then the country was no longer the country anymore. So I was like, I'd much rather live up here. So I came to Knoxville, and then started playing a lot out in Gatlinburg area, and wound up moving out there, and been there for about 3 years now.
So I guess the sprawl of Pigeon Forge is nothing to him compared to Atlanta. So I know, so you've been there 3 years now?
Yeah.
Yep. And he's friends with our good friend Fish Fisher. Do you do the co-writing thing? I know Fish is big into that.
We've tried linking up, and I mean, it's a good thing. Normally my schedule's jam-packed whenever he's in town, so we haven't been able to link up yet. I want to take some time this winter when everything slows down to get together with him and do some writing.
Okay. So what about recording? Have you recorded?
Yeah, so I've got 8 songs out right now.
Okay.
And then we're working on another 8. We've got 4 cut, and we got to go back in the studio and do 4 more.
So you're going the single route out there.
Well, I'll release this batch as a album.
As an album.
Before I put out a couple singles, and then I threw 4 songs out, and just kind of as we could go along with it.
All right. So you can find those out there on the streaming platforms?
Yep, all streaming platforms.
All right. And the best way to find Roy is just to search out Roy Saunders there on social media and shake and howdy with him afterwards. Thank him for being here with us today on the show. We're going to get more tunes from Roy Saunders on the Blue Plate Special.
So this next one's one of my earlier songs. It's out on all streaming platforms. It's called Walls. Well, let down your walls and let me in. Well, open up to me. Let me be your friend. Why is it so hard just to understand? And all I'm trying to do is be your man. Oh, darling, I just want to hold you tight until the morning comes, until the sunrise, baby. Now hold my hand, oh, and darling, well, kiss me in the sand. Open up to me and let down your walls and let me in. Well, let me be your man. Now why is it so hard just to understand? And all I'm trying to do is be your man. Even when it's cold outside, everything will be alright as long as you're next to me. Well, do you feel the warmth as we lay under the covers? And do you feel the shudder of love as I hold on tight? Everything is gonna be alright. When the rain falls, all I see is you. Forget about the cold outside when I'm feeling low. And darling, I know I'm in love with you, and this is how it should be. No walls between us two. You let your walls down, you let me in. My life's complete now, and I'm your man, and I'm your man. Thank you. So this next song is called Memories. I've got two guys that I'll do some co-writing with, and one of them's a buddy of mine from Savannah, Georgia. And he sent me this song, and he was like, he was going through a real rough time in his relationship, and he was like, I think this could be something. And I took it, and I was like, yeah, I think we got something here. And then I've got a buddy up in Kingsport area. I think he's been on here, Justin Michaels. Justin actually gave me this guitar. But he's an incredible songwriter, and we got together and sat down one day and picked through it, and I think we came out with a really good result with it. If you like it, it's out on all streaming platforms. There's some things of hers that I can't give away. I've been sober now for 70 damn days. Now each different day is always the same. Black coffee and a whiskey to ease the pain. An ashtray full of cigarettes to start my day. And I hit my knees and I pray. But memories make a house a home. I've gotta live with the memory that she's gone. A house is just a house without love to build on. Memories make the house a home. Wake in the morning with your photo by my bed, and finally no hangover pounding in my head. The sirens goes louder in this shed. These 4 walls have become my living hell. As I grab the bottle, I start to pray. And I poured that shot that drove her away. But memories make a house a home. I've gotta live with the memory that she's gone. A house is just a house without love to build on. But memories make the house a home. All the things I could have said to make her stay. I don't want that whiskey I could not say. Memories make the house a home. I've gotta live with the memory that she's gone. A house is just a house without love to build on. But memories make the house a home. Thank you. right, this next song is called Charleston. It's cold and it's raining as they're walking down King Street. Your heart just melted as they played our song. And the wind starts to blow and the rain starts to sting. And I see you smiling at this life you've changed. It's an ugly morning but a beautiful day. It's an ugly morning but a beautiful day in Charleston. I can still taste the bourbon fresh on your lips. I see you dancing, I feel them swaying hips. But who would have thought in a day so great would turn into this memory by the bay? It's an ugly morning but a beautiful day. It's an ugly morning but a beautiful day in Charleston. Well, I hold your hand as walking down Church Street, and these gray clouds, they brighten your brown eyes. Well, we start to pass, and the sun starts to shine. Oh, don't worry, baby, when we come back soon. It's an ugly morning, but a beautiful day. It's an ugly morning, but a beautiful day in Charleston. Thank you.
It's Roy Saunders with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. He's got one more tune for us here today, but before he does that, how about one more round of applause for Mark Buerschaper, the first half of the show here today. Again, feel free to shake and howdy and just thank our performers for being here with us today. Join us again tomorrow. Great aunt will be here with us. They will be visiting with us from Australia. You can find out more about them by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Roy will be performing this Saturday at Dullahan's Irish Pub. Did I say that right? Dullahan's? And then August 15th at Maryville Corner Market and Cafe from 6 till 9. Search Roy Saunders out there on social media and also shake and howdy with him after the show and thank him for being here with us today on the show. Will you leave us with one last tune?
Absolutely. So this next song's the first song that I ever wrote and ever recorded. And actually, it's out on all streaming platforms, and we've got an awesome music video that we shot for it over at Buerschaper Mountain State Prison. We had access in there from 5 a.m. until 11 a.m., and that was one of the most terrifying places I've been in. It was scary, but my production company that I work with is Promotion LLC, and they did an awesome job over there, so I got to give a shout out to James. But if you like this one, it's called Stranger. Well, he's a running, he's a thumbing, he's a picking, He's strumming and he won't look back until the deed is done. He's a bandit, he's an outlaw, yeah, he's stranded. Lost to get lost and is making his way onto the next track towards the sun. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Looking forward to the city lights, all the tall high rises, neon signs for all that is hoped for, all that he's dreamed. His simple life, it was no more. Had to get out of town, had to settle the score. A train starts to run while it's moving for his life. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Moonlight weighing on his back, a 6-string sitting on his neck, trying to find a way to turn sorrow into gold. A smoke rising up from the stacks, he's gotta get back to the track before that train had come up and gone. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Believes he's never going back, got a 6-string on his back. Thank you.
Roy Saunders, thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.